Hey guys, it is me, Releaser YouTuber, once again with another. I'm not sure how to start this, but we have a lot to go through. So, a couple days ago, creaky ass chair, a couple days ago, I heard about this internet artist on a subreddit. Yes, I'm a Reddit, so please don't believe me, but on a subreddit called r/wasted talent, right? Which it takes like things from a really good artist, right, who draw really bad stuff. And the artist instead question was an artist known as Juicyism. That interests me, right? I was like, who is this person, right? So I go for the comments and they talk about her simping for Birdie, we'll get to that, and doing things of self-harm. And I'm like, this is a really big package, right? And as I go through it, I'm like, okay, this is a really big package and I kind of want to talk about it. I'm, like how when I'm talking about problematic people, I'm usually just getting angry. This one isn't. I don't feel like it's, okay, it's pretty black and white, but it's not as black and white as like the others. It's not if I'm talking about like a pedophile rapist, but I'm talking about someone who's being pretty bad and I want to discuss it. I could say I'm like doing this to like warn people, but I'm doing this to try and process like the shit I just learned, because I learned so much and I need some way to process it, and I process things better when I actually turn them into projects. So let's start. I have to give a trigger warning for grooming, self-harm, pedophilic behavior, CP, and rape. That's how you know this video is gonna be so much fucking fun. Let's go. On January of 2019, a YouTuber known as Juicyism joined the platform. She would not upload until 2021, where she made a video talking about her love for a content creator known as Birdie. Now, if you're one of the lucky few who don't know as to who Birdie is, leave this video, you can save yourself. But as a recap,
State of Florida has asked us to disclose our sexual crimes to you. We were bad, but now we're good. Moving into your neighborhood. You know we're trying our best to be functioning members of society. We're not here to start no trouble. We're legally required to do the sex offender show.
Great recap. I'm gonna miss something about Birdie, right? As a child, I used to love the person, right? But I enjoyed like Birdie's content, right? And even it could get like problematic. I was like, in the end of things, Birdie will turn out an alright person. I believe that Birdie can become a better person, and I was beyond like disappointed with all the shit he just kept rolling into, and I just gave up on him. Because are you gonna give up someone like this, start fucking grooming people and joining a self-harm cult? Yes, there's just so much happened with him, and you can only defend people. It's like at a certain point you have to admit, okay, yeah, this person is just trash right now. I can kind of understand like seeing like Birdie, right? But I was denial, and that was a whole thing for me. But I'm over it, and I can realize that Birdie is a trash human being, which is why you really should not be simping for him. She has a lot of talent with art and animating and all that junk, and she should not be wasting on someone like Birdie, who really is just undeserving all that shit. You just should not be self-harming in the name of Birdie. We'll get back to that. Before I start on what I really wanted to say, the whole point of what this video actually is, I just need to run down all the shit she's done. And this part actually surprised me, because while I was researching for this video, like I was going through like websites and shit, there was so much more than I thought there was. And I was like, oh wow, this video is gonna be so much longer than I expected, because I thought it was gonna be like 5 minutes. No, we're gonna be here a little bit. Get comfy, grab popcorn, because we're not gonna talk about... I'm not sure as to where exactly all of this starts, because I could not find like a cohesive timeline of Juicy. But from what I've been able to piece together, we're gonna go in order of when I wrote them. So first we're gonna start with this person known as Foxy Boxy. They're an internet creator. They're an artist and animator, and they have one of these things called a closed species, which is like a species but only you own it, and it's like a group where you can allow people into your group where they can draw art of like their original characters as that species. Does this make sense? It's like the NFT of art. As close species is the NFT of art. I'm glad I could run it down for you. Anyhow, Birdie proceeded to draw OC of hers as the closed species, which is apparently a big no-no in the closed species community, which is where I presume their bad blood started. From then on, I can't exactly say what happened because I don't have their private messages, but I assume from what I've seen that they had some talking and it just did not work out for the both of them. And then as of right now, Foxy Boxy, also known as Teddy, has blacklisted Birdie for being, you know, harassing her, because Birdie started just going off on Teddy for not, you know, liking what she does. So that relationship is not going well. Next on her sin is yeah, there's nothing more to it. I don't need to explain why it's wrong. I assume that everyone watching this has like 1 or 2 brain cells and can understand that themselves, so figure it out. Next on her sin of list is she did not rape anyone, I hope, but she has a rape fetish, which is weird. I kink shame on this channel. If you have a kink, I will shame it, but it's weird. And she had a dream where she dreamt that her friend raped her. I'm saving the trouble of like figuring out what that binary means. That's what it means. And can you see like how soulless my eyes look from like all the research I had to do on her? Because like I felt like I was having my soul sucked out and my hope in humanity drained out. Next on the list is, and as I said, she harassed Teddy, but not just that. She had a friend. I don't know said friend's name, but I'm just gonna call her Blondie. And according to her, Blondie was uncomfortable with her. I can't exactly tell because I don't have their DMs. But Blondie was uncomfortable with her reasonably, and she proceeded to draw several pictures of her killing Blondie, which it's weird, it's wrong. She just went off on Blondie. Like, people have the right to not like you. There are people who don't like me, and to the right, I don't like some people just because, and I feel like you don't have to, I guess, draw pictures of you killing that person just because they don't like you or they don't want to be your friend, or like I'm talking to a grade schooler just because they don't want to be a friend. She also just drew this one picture, and I'm trying to process this like the best I can, like I really am. But there are just so many levels of weird and creepy in this one picture. My mind just won't process this. This is like stacked like insanity. This is schizo behavior. This is far too much. I won't process this. I don't want to process this. I'm gonna pretend it never existed, or else I will be traumatized. Simping and self-harm. Now, as stated, she has simped for Birdie, and she's apparently has done self-harm behavior for Birdie, which is obviously not good. And people are simping for her and are doing self-harm for her, which is obviously not good. And if from the looks of things, it doesn't look, it's not like if she's telling people not to. In fact, it looks more like she's encouraging this behavior, which is, I want to say concerning, right? But this is beyond concerning. That is a big problem, and something that she desperately needs to tell people to not, because I'm not gonna explain that self-harm is bad. Jesus, you guys know this. You're not 5, I hope. I don't understand as to why people simp about anything in the first place. I am proud to be one of the humans that has never simped in their lives, ever. But apparently you guys simp, and apparently you guys will simp to the point of self-harm, which I really do not recommend. Anyhow, as far as I know, these are, well, her sins, and I am trying to wrap my head around everything. I did contemplate on whether or not I should actually make this video, because I mean, someone already made a video talking about her, and I don't want to, you know, why make a video if it's not gonna add anything? Why just, I guess, copy and paste other people's content? You're not doing anything to change anything, so I have to do something different. Alright, so as you can tell, it's been a good couple days since I filmed the, well, earlier part of this video. And that's because I thought I was done filming, right? But then I learned more about her, and I learned more about her things. So now I have to talk more about her, and I'm not happy because that makes my job harder. Grab my phone. I have all my information on here. She makes so many things. I can't explain this. I mean, I'm about to explain this, but let's just get into it. I hate to waste time, so I'm just gonna catch everyone up like on all the things I found. I mean, for starters, I opened like her YouTube page today, right? First thing I see in the morning is more cutting image, which somehow YouTube has not taken down. Like, you'd think that they would, but favoritism. We're first gonna start with. So you may be wondering to yourself, literally, what the hell is Juicyism? I am so happy you asked that. Juicyism is what I want to call her cult of her followers. If you remember, people sent for her, so that, and yeah, that's what Juicyism. It's just like a little group. It's really weird, and my friend said he would actually pay me money if I was able to find something worse that she's done than Juicyism, because I was like with my friends, right? We're all like when I was learning more information about her, I was like with my friends, and we found about Juicyism, and their hope in her dwindled so quickly, because like at first I told her, man, maybe she's not that bad, right? But as I researched with them, they just gave up on her so quickly. My one friend called her a self-centered sociopath, and I want to say I don't agree, but geez, the things on here. Okay, another thing is, basically, from what I've been able to piece together, there's this guy. She's into the guy. The guy is with someone else, or is at least at a different stage with someone else, and she is upset that, she's jealous, and that leads to self-harm. I'm getting all of this information from comments that that guy left under the video himself, so I can't tell exactly because, once again, as I said before, I don't have their DMs, so I don't know perfectly. The next topic we're going to talk about here is, hey, ooh, I said I think are you fucking back? Really? You're a bitch ass cricket, I swear you are. You can't let me have this, huh? Fuck you too. Fuck you, no. Asshole. Bring your ass here. I hate that cricket. I hate you. No. No one cares. Then ask. L plus ratio. We're gonna power through this. Just try. Just like my parents did to me, you have to try and ignore this, okay? Look at me. He isn't real. He is temporary. I am forever. He's literally gonna die in 2 weeks. Maybe. So, Juicyism has a fetish for grooming, pedophilia, rape, and she's wished rape on people. So, I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. I do kink shame. I'm kink shaming her. It's weird. I'm just saying, if you don't want your kinks shamed, don't put them on the internet. And yeah, I'm going to go straight to the final statement, because those annoying ass chirps are driving me insane. Focus. So my thoughts on Juicy at the moment, they're kind of confuzzled. Like, it's been days, but I'm still not, fully there on what I think of her, because like she has done shitty things to like the 5th degree. Every time I check on her, there's more shitty things, there are more shitty things, there are more shitty things. It builds up. It never stops building up. And that is annoying. That is utterly annoying. Just watching people do shitty things. And like, I've talked about truly deplorable people here. I've talked about, people who do unforgivable acts like Amor, and people who do just terrible, inhuman things like Sappho, and just I've talked about bad people. What do I mean? I've talked about two bad people, but they're bad people. And I don't think she's a good person. She's not an okay person. She's not a decent person. She doesn't meet the line of being an A-okay. She is not at 50%, right? But at the moment, right, I don't think she's at 0%, because I feel like there is still redemption that can be found with her. When me and my friends were, discussing her, they think that in terms of her becoming better in the future, or being able to go past all of this and still having a good future, she is at the other edge. She is like on that very tip, just slowly tilting, like just the verge of utterly just being completely gone. And I feel like that too, which is why I'm making this video, right? Because I didn't make this to rant about her or attack her. Actually, I was not even gonna like do that whole sins of her part, right? But I feel like I have to inform people about shit that's going on before I give my opinion, so people can form their own opinion on stuff rather than just copy and pasting my own opinions, because my opinions can be very trash. I'm a dumbass person. Please don't listen to my opinions. I mean, sometimes I'm just right. Anyhow, so I have to give like all the information about someone before I say what I think about someone, so you can form your own opinion, of course. And I feel like can you shut up? I feel like in terms of redemption, she could one day be redeemable, because as of right now, she doesn't want help, and I want her to get help, to see a therapist, like psychiatrist, literally anyone that can help her, because like I don't, as of right now, right, I don't understand where she is in life, of course, but a couple years ago, like, right, I went through shite, and I've done similar weird, just assholey things to her. Not to this of a degree, but I was just terrible. It's like I went at myself. I mean, I'm mostly out of there, right? I'm still in a... Can you... You're doing this to spite me, aren't you? Stop chirping. You're not going to get laid. Virgin cricket, shut up. I'm losing my trail of thought here. I'm gonna fight. I'm actually throwing hands now. I can't make a video where I say that I'm not that mean anymore, and then I start throwing hands over cricket. I swear, guys, I'm a better person. But that cricket is gonna make me kill someone. Jesus, shut up. I'm not as toxic as I used to be. I am a more level-headed person nowadays than I used to be back then. But I'm just saying that back then I was similar-ish to how she is now. And in terms of how I give people something, I don't know why, but whenever like someone has similar problems to me, like health or family, I end up being like very easy on them and take like a lot of empathy on them. I know it's something I do, like I try not to, but I know I do it. Of course, there are like times where I draw a line, like if someone like murders someone, and yeah, you're gone. I'm not backing you, right? But like if someone has even just the smallest, just the tiniest smidge of a chance of redemption, right? They haven't gone over that edge yet, and there's someone who I know that there's somewhere I've been before, then I want to do something to help rather than just doing nothing. It's like watching someone sink, like with how Birdie did. You know, they started off like and then they just get, and Birdie didn't just sink, he Olympic dived into the deep end of the water, and swam down, and that come on, bro, you could have been a good person. You really didn't have to. You could have been an A-okay. You could have been a decent person. That's what I'm asking you to be, a decent person, and you did that shit. Fuck you, man. But she isn't a decent person. She isn't a reasonable person. She isn't a good person. But I feel like just maybe she could be. That's all. Who knows? She could have done some terrible, horrendous shit that I have not discovered yet. Because I'm researching, and I think I've hit a wall, right? I'm not finding any more information. I think this is it, right? But I don't know. She could have done worse. She could have done more. And I'm just assuming, I'm just hoping that this is where it ends. But seriously, and I just want her to get help. It's harder for me to hate someone who I can almost understand. Of course, I can't perfectly understand. I don't know anything about her life. I don't know anything about who she is or what she's gone through, but you can just almost, get it. Not why they do it. None of the things she's done right. No matter how shitty your past is, harassing people, telling them to kill themselves, enjoying art of you killing people, none of that is an excuse. None of that is near an excuse. You can't use any of that shit for excuse. Because people have gone can go through similar shit to you. People have gone through worse shit. And the fact that they don't do it and you do means that the problem is still you here. But I just want her to get help before she just sinks deeper and tips over that edge and just does something that there will be no one there to help redeem for that before it's too late. I'm not sure as to where this video is gonna go, as to how many people are gonna see it, if anyone's gonna see it, if she's ever gonna see it. But I do hope that she sees it, because I do hope that she knows that there are people out there who are genuinely worried for her, and she may not care, but there are people who are actually genuinely worried for you. I don't know when this video is gonna lead to. It'd be really cool if one day you could, if I could I don't know, maybe talk to her, interview. I'm really interested in what her viewpoints on everything is. I'm always interested in trying to see from different people's viewpoints. That cricket is making me see from the viewpoint of a murderer. Jesus. I get tired? He does this 24/7, by the way. Since I started filming that, that earlier day, he's still been doing that noise. He hasn't stopped. Just please get help. It's just always helpful to have at least one person in life you can rely on or lean on. Or lean on. And I genuinely hope that you find someone. And I genuinely hope that everyone who watches this has someone. I'm going to take this time, since I'm here, to not end this video on a depressing note. Okay, you, just put the picture here when you're editing me. You, what did you mean when you asked do I have a Discord? Do I have a Discord server, a Discord account, or just Discord in general? I've been thinking about it for a couple of days. I don't know as to what you're asking from me. You have to be more specific with this stuff. I'm just gonna answer. Yes, I do have a Discord account, and no, I don't have. Why would I have a Discord server? I have 199 subscribers. What are you guys gonna do? Let's see. Would definitely become a hub for legal stuff. Let's fake the company don't have a Discord server, huh? And yeah, I want to kill a cricket. No funny outro. I'm actually just gonna. Actually, Jimmy, you know what? Screw you. You are a terrible cricket. I gave you my mercy, and this is how you repay me. Fuck you. Come here.